Hello. Today we're talking about officer aprons. We just have 3 examples here, so I'm going to explain the 3 different options that you have with officer aprons. Obviously, with officer aprons, you buy all 11 aprons for your officers. We also have masters of ceremonies and others like that, so you can buy up to 15 of different ones. But anyway, so here's basically the 3 options. So we'll go from the least expensive to the most expensive, and so you'll start with each apron will have 3 options. You can buy it in satin, this is satin. You can see it's a shiny material, right? So that's a satin. And then satin comes with this satin trim. That's the only option with the satin trim, but that's satin. And then you have Lamtex, which is a faux leather. And if you can see the grain in this faux leather and how it works. And then actual leather, which we have our leather conditioned. All of our aprons are made here in Richmond, Virginia. We hand sew each one of them, and you'll notice the difference if you're going to buy something off, say, Amazon, and we get a lot of aprons back in our studio, or people try to return them and because they break. But anyway, you'll see it, they'll cut. It'll be a cheaper apron because it'll cut right there, and also, well, anyway. So those are the 3 options. You have satin, you have Lamtex, and then you have leather. And then you also have the option on the trim. So this is a braid trim. That's what that looks like. It's smaller, but that's a braid trim as opposed to a moire ribbon trim, which has a nice wide work. So those are the options you have. Again, satin, a faux leather, and a leather. You have satin trim. You have a you have a braid trim or a moire ribbon. Then you can choose, do you want it to be attached to the waist with a cordon tassel, which means guys tie it behind them, or with a belt. This is an example of the belt. And again, making a distinction between our ribbon, or our aprons and others, is that how we attach it to the apron and how many times that we sew it, because being a master mason myself, I know that after a meal, sometimes these belts get challenged, if you will, by our brothers who are in a little bigger in size. So and then the other option that you have is the type of embroidery. So you can see many like just the blue, and then you'll have a little bit of red in the eye. And then some, however, like to put a gold and also the gold in the eye. You can, if you want, just so that you can know this and you can you can call us and we can put your lodge here. Because we make all of these aprons here, we can replace the eye with your lodge number or anything else that you would like to put here. Same thing on these aprons. Because we make them here, we can custom make them for you. I mean, we don't have these sitting on the shelf. We make them when you order them. And so if you would like something special, you can have that done. Just give us a call at 1-800-637-4640. So that's officer aprons. Thank you.